Hello everyone, my name is Jingwen Dan and Yu Liang is my group member. Our project is response to domestic violence and the name of our project is LZO. Here is the context. So each of our group member will present 3 parts of the presentation. Now it's just a little bit introduction. So the domestic violence is considered to be a cancer in modern urban life. There are 2017 million families in China, and 30% of them have domestic violence. Also, 85% of the victims are women. So why domestic violence? So there are 3 types of domestic violence. The first one is physical violence, and then language violence. The last one is sexual violence. And also there are a new form domestic violence, code violence, which refer to minimum language communication, stopping sexual life, something like that. And the harm of domestic violence, it's destroyed and the stability of marriage and family, and also it caused some mental issue, and also the reproduction of inequality relations. So why it becomes a social issue that hard to solve? Let's see. The first one is traditional thoughts, and the second one is law is imperfect, and the third one is social indifference, and the fourth one is psychological factors. So who are the victims? According to our research, most of them are women, and then is the child. And also, only 5% of men were experienced domestic violence. So here is A's story. So A is my friend. His father passed away when he was a little boy, and his mom regrouped with a man, and but the man have drinking problem, and he is a control freak. So A and his mom experienced domestic violence for 1 year, and after 1 year, A's mom decided to break up and divorce with his stepfather. And from now on, A and his mother support each other.
Here is our group case study. We mainly study the case of 2 kinds of social space. There are social gardens and pop-up space. The research of the community garden is meant to understand the different layout of each garden. Some of these community gardens are layout according to functional area, while others are laid out by plant species, and some gardens that use the irregular flower beds to enhance the beauty of the garden. In the case study of the pop-up space, I found that most of them change in the materials and shapes. They create a small space and then put it together like a puzzle. Each space is interconnected and has its own function. It's very flexible. Our group also applied the ways such as the puzzle of the pop-up space and the functional layout of the community garden into our design. Now we come to our site analysis. We choose the park on Brisbane's South Bank as the site of the community garden. There are a lot of apartments around here. The transportation is very convenient. There is the sense map from my apartment to the park. This park is behind my home. Go straight out and I can get there. It's very close. Here is our written brief. After discussion, we decided to build the community garden in this triangle area beside the road. At the same time, we divided it into 3 areas according to the functional. There are activity cell and the sales area, helping center, and the garden area. The exterior design inspiration of our 3 areas was originally divided from the complementarity of the terrace. Just like a family, everyone in the family has the strengths and the weakness. Only by complementing each other, can we get along in the harmony and the mutual balance? Our name L0 is divided from this. L responds the father, the Z responds the mother, and the O responds the child. As the showing in figure, those three peoples come from the completed rectangle. If anyone take off the letters L, Z will not fall well because of the O support. This same is true of the children. Then if they don't have the father, they can still survive by supporting each other with the mother. This encourages women who have suffered domestic violence to bravely seek help and believe that they can also raise their children well. Our three areas are also built in the shape of the letter LZO. The activity set and the sales area is in the shape of L. The helping center is in the shape of O, and the community garden is in the shape of Z. All building materials are recycled wood as well. Here is the sales shop. Product come from our community garden. Here is the help center area according to the function of each area. It is divided into three areas. And here is the electrical glass wall in help center. This glass wall can be open. When it's open up, the space will come to wild and can create a connection with the environment. And here is the garden area. It's combined with the three little parts. Each section will be planted with different plant species.
So how to ask for help? Clients can come to the helping center straight away or contact us on social media, and we will visit the neighborhood once a month, and we have collaboration with police. And we provide more than mental help, but also physical help, such as economy support, job recommendation, and skill training. And our three function area will help us to serve these. And now is the conclusion. There are 48 women being killed in Australia 2020 because of domestic violence. So we really want to encourage those people who experienced domestic violence to be brave and ask for help. Because break up with someone or divorce with someone will never be the end of domestic violence, but the death will be. So we want to show those people we are here to help, and we want to show the public how the serious situation this social issue will be, and we want them to join us and help those people who experienced domestic violence. Thank you. That's all for our presentation.